Hey guys, Project Pat 345 coming at you with another deck profile. Um, as you guys know from my last deck profile, I ran Inzektor Agents last format. I really liked the deck; it was really good. But obviously, with Earth going to 1, that really injured the deck. I tried it; I really just couldn't get anything going with it. So I decided to give my shot at pure Inzektors. I did not copy, but took a lot of advice off of Jarrell Winston's build that he played at Atlanta. I do agree with him in the sense that I don't think Tour Guide needs to be in the deck, because I feel as though, obviously it goes with the theme of ranked 3s. But I feel as though it doesn't dump Hornet to grave, it doesn't get Dragonfly to hand. I just don't feel like it really goes with the deck other than the fact that it's a level 3. And personally, outside of that, I don't really see the reason for running it. Even if I had Tour Guides, I probably wouldn't play it. So this is just my build. First you start 3 Dragonfly, that's pretty standard. Same thing with the 3 Centipedes and the 3 Hornet. You also play 1 Gigamantis. He's very good. He allows for OTKs, and he beefs up your monster since he's kind of small. Or since your other Inzektors are kind of small. I chose to play 1 Tomato and 1 Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight's good because it dumps Hornet to grave, obviously, and Mystic Tomato I felt very good because it fetches the Armageddon Knight to dump the Hornet. It fetches the it's a good first turn set. I felt like a big problem that Inzektors had was that they don't really have a good first turn play. Because in order to get your pluses and your combos, your opponent has to have cards on the field. So going first, I felt like it wasn't that good. But with Mystic Tomato and Armageddon Knight, it allows you for decent first turn plays. It also gets your Spirit Reaper if you need to stall, or Sanguine if you want to get Dragonfly to hand or anything like that. So 1 of each was good. I tried 2, but it just clogged too much. I chose to play 3 Drak Guaiba. This card's I can't even explain how good this card is. It gives you access to Logia and Dolka, which I feel is very, very good. I mean, look at any of the YCSs in the past couple months. Dino Rabbit's obviously the best deck. It gives access to those. It's really good in the mirror match if you go second. I was playing against my friend Alex mirror match, and he had a set back row and a set monster in pass. And I MST'd the back row and it was a Torrential, and I summoned Guaiba and attacked, and it was a Sanguine. Got another Guaiba, made a Dolka, and 3 or 4 turns later it was game over because I obviously wasn't going to use Dolka's effect on stupid shit. But the card's very, very good. It just gives another aspect to the deck other than just the continuous popping loop. And also, too, I run Call of the Haunted and Monster Reborn. So it's always good to attack with Guaiba, make your, Dolka or Logia, and then call the Haunted one back and attack over something else again because you still have the 3rd one in deck, along with Pot of Avarice. I played Double Veiler. I do side the 3rd. My friend just borrowed it for a regional. So yeah, Double Veiler. 1 Spirit Reaper just for the stall aspect. It's really good against Dino Rabbit, and like I said earlier, it's a good first turn play along with the Armageddon Knights and Tomato. And it's I felt the offensive ability of the Reaper was very good in combination with the Inzektors because you just pop their field and attack, and it negs them even further. And it's a level 3, which is good. 1 Sanguine, obviously. I chose to play Gorse. I only play 7 traps, and the only continuous ones are Call of the Haunted. And even then, you can pop the Call of the Haunted for Inzektor food. So most of the time, Gorse is almost always live, in my build anyway. And of course, 1 Dark Arm. I did originally try, I didn't play Mystic Tomato, Armageddon Knight, Gorse, and I played 2 Thunder Kings in the BLS. It was good, but I had problems getting Hornet to grave, so I'm just testing this out for now. Then for spells, you play triple MST with Fiendish Chain running around. I think it's a staple that you have to play 3. Oh, and another thing with the monster lineup, I know I don't play maxx. I'm working on getting some, and I'll give you guys an update once I get that. So you play double MST, double duality for consistency, dig for your combo pieces. 1 Avarice, it recycles your Dragonflies and Centipedes and stuff when you need to. 1 Allure, draw power, you play enough Darks, and the card's very good, especially if you have like a a dead Dragonfly in hand. I almost view this as like a Reborn or Call of the Haunted in the sense that you can allure away the dead dragonfly if you have a second one, and summon your dragonfly, pop 2, do the loop, and then you can make a Leviair, detach, get the dragonfly that you removed, and then do the combo again. So I felt like allure was very good, obviously. Foolish to dump the Hornet, and then of course book heavy Reborn Dark Hole. For traps, I play 2 Call the Haunted. I honestly don't know why I don't see people playing this more often. The OTK's ability with this are just insane, because you do your loop, make a Leviathan Dragon, detach to make him 25, you detach the Dragonfly, obviously, and then you call the Haunted back. It's really good if they just have like a big field, like a lot of backers, and you just want to pick them off one by one. But I felt the card is very good in here. Double Torrential. I'm honestly not 100% sure why Konami brought this back to 2. You know, obviously everyone's going to sit here and bitch, you know, windups need to get hit, Inzektors need to get hit, Dino Rabbit. Long story short, they didn't, so we just have to deal with it for the next 6 months. Maybe Konami thought bringing Torrential to 2 would help us with those matchups. Probably more windups than anything, because if you go first and you set this, you wait for them to, you know, go off, and you Torrential, and it just completely stops them. And it's nothing like plants where they can just bounce back the next turn. That really, really hurts them. So, Torrential I felt is very good. Then obviously the Solemn Brigade. Onto the extra deck. I won't show you my side deck unless you actually really want me to. It's nothing really amazing. One Chimera Tech, just because there are some Karakuris and Machina in my area. You know, you side the Cyber Dragon, so it's good. You play 1 Logia and 1 Dolka. Like I said, it's for the Jurak Guaibas. Cards are really good, obviously. 1 Zen Mains, because you can make it and it's good stall. 1 Giga Brilliant. I really wasn't too keen on this card. I've been playtesting the deck for about 2-3 weeks now, and I haven't gone into this once. I guess the attack boost is nice, but I'd rather have the 2500 Leviathan, unless I have like a whole field of monsters and I go into this late game. The main reason I was playing him before was because he was a light for BLS. But obviously I don't play BLS now, he's in my side deck. 1 Leviair, like I said, it's almost like with the allure, the card's very good. Double Leviathan just for the beaters. Then 1 Mistworm, Stardust, Scrap Dragon, Red Dragon, and Brio. I know it's only 13 cards. I sold my Catastor for 20 bucks to some kid who needed it, so I figured I can always just pick one up for cheap later. Where's my deck box? I'll go ahead and show you guys my extra deck anyway. Oh, there it is. Or my side deck. Side deck is 2 Cyber Dragons. It's really good against the like random hero matchup, anti-meta, things of that nature. Obviously, like Karakuri and stuff if you happen to play them, but they're kind of rare anyway. Double Thunder King. It's really good against things like Dino Rabbit and windups if you go first. You know, against Inzektors, it's really not that good because you summon, pass, and then they just pop it. So the card's okay. I felt like I obviously had to play it because it's Thunder King, but also, too, it's really good against, like, Samurai and things like that, who will probably be running around this format. 2 Snowman Eater. This card is absolutely ridiculous. I feel like everybody has to be playing 2 or 3 in their side deck. He's just such a big defense, and, he pops the Logia, forces Dolka. It's just the card's very good. 1 BLS for when I side in my Thunder Kings. I felt the card's good. And I forgot I also play a third Veiler, excuse me. Like I said, I'm letting my friend borrow them for a regional. So, third Veiler's also in here. I play 1 Crow. It's good against windups. Not so much Inzektors, because Inzektors don't target. But I felt like it was just a good card. Plants aren't really a deck anymore. But I just felt like it was a good, solid side deck card. Play Double Smash. Mostly against the Rabbit matchup. You smash and ground their Logia, and they have to negate. Or you can smash and ground the Dolka, and it dies. So either way, they're gonna lose their materials, and they're not gonna be able to use Logia and Dolka's effect. So, play 2 Decree. You don't have to, they set, especially if you go first, it's really good. You set it, they set their back row, pass, you end phase Decree, and then it's free food. You don't have to worry about them chaining anything to it, so Decree's good. Double Gozen. This card absolutely rapes a lot of decks this format, especially windups. Windups can't compete with it. Dino Rabbit really can't compete with it. Even though a lot of time now, Dino Rabbit's starting to play windup, what is it, Zen Meister? The card that came in a tin because it's an Earth. So if they summon Rescue Rabbit and you Gozen match, they can still Rabbit into Saber's Force if they haven't used them yet and then go into a Zen Meister. But even then, most of the time you'll have your setup where you can just pop it next turn, so that's really not an issue. But Gozen match is still very good. And one Chain Disappearance. Card's decent. I actually want to know your guys' opinion on the card. So let me know if you think Chain Disappearance is a good card this format. Obviously, I think a lot of people's initial answer is going to be yes. But also, to look at how many rank 3s are floating around, especially with Leviair. You can just bring the card right back. So it's a debatable card in my side deck, but I just want to let you, I want your guys' opinion on that. So that's my Dino Rabbit shit. That's my Inzektor deck, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe with any feedback. Thanks, guys.